Cloud, yes. Thank you, Prem.
Okay, thank you. So, yeah, my name is Frank Gollas. I'm from Germany, living in the Frankfurt area. So Frank from Frankfurt. Living here with my wife and 3 kids. Yeah, working since nearly, I think, 20 years now in the software industry. Ran a startup, which was a great experience, but not so successful. Then worked for a mid-sized software company, and now I'm in an enterprise environment. My first contact with Agile was, I think, back in 2012, when I started working as a product owner. And finally, after 3 years ago, I discovered Solutions Focus, and yeah, still loving and learning. Now I'm working for Deutsche Bahn as an Agile coach. I'm coaching a lot of Agile teams, and also outside software development areas, which is a great experience and quite new for me. I'm an internal trainer for product owners and agility masters. It's the role that some people call Scrum Masters or something like that, or Agile Masters. In our company, they are called Agility Masters. It's not the thing with the dogs. It's just another word for Agile, I think. And as of late, I'm also, together with Roy, a trainer for Solutions Academy. So, Roy.
Talking of Roy. Yeah, you can tell that's me by the shirt. So, just very briefly, technical background, coaching for a long time. Worked for lots of people you've heard of. I'd like to keep it brief, sorry. So, let's go into our first exercise. So what we're going to do, oh, Svetlana, hi, you've arrived. Good to see you. Our first thing we're going to do is to play around with how to destroy trust in a team. So the first thing is, there's a link to a Miro board I've just put in the chat. If you'd like to follow that link, with any luck, you'll get a chance to see, oh, Nims is there, excellent, good. And John, good stuff. So if you'd like to, as many of you are doing, go to the left hand of these 2 colored panes, the orange area. And what we're going to do is we're going to invite you into groups of 4. And in your groups, we'd just like you to put a whole bunch of post-its down this left-hand side to answer that question. It's just sort of creative, fun ways to destroy trust in a team. Does that make sense as an exercise? Do you know what maybe we should just put one up as an example. So give me an example. What could you do that could destroy trust in a team that you've got around? Any?
You want an example?
For example, yeah.
You tell everyone everyone's bad. They're not very good at their jobs.
Right. So, lots of people are already doing it. So tell everyone that they are bad at their jobs. You could even make 2 posters out of that. You could have one for bad and one for bad at their jobs. So you get the idea. Lots of people piling in already. A few post-its starting to go up. So let's start the groups. And we'll just give you 4 minutes for this. So in your groups together, putting up lots of post-its on ways to destroy trust in a team. Have you got the invites, Svetlana and Deep? Sometimes the invites to the breakout rooms don't pop up. Are you seeing
okay.
yours, Svetlana?
You're muted, Svetlana.
Okay.
Ah, no. Okay.
So pause the recording. Oh, actually, if you're watching the recording, you might like to see the intro slide that we showed before we pressed record. So here you go. Let's share the screen. And there is the overview slide. Meanwhile, there's lots of action going on the Miro board. So actually what we could do, I don't know if this is going to work, but let's try sharing that screen. So we'll stop sharing the overview. I hope you found that useful. And we'll share this screen. Are you seeing that, Frank?
Yeah, I see.
Good stuff. So if I zoom in on the right window, we'll get to see all sorts of post-its, all sorts of different sizes going on. This is going to be fun. So withholding information, asking for status updates. Is that a sentence? So we can scroll as well. Lots of different things going up there. I like it. Asking for status updates comes as a way of destroying trust.
Yeah.
It's such a conventional thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Command and control, yes. By lying, yeah.
Interrupting people. Huh?
Withholding information. Unhealthy competition.
Lack of safe space.
I like it when things come out in the anti-pattern column that have a not at the beginning. It makes it kind of obvious how to proceed, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hello, Omar.
Hello.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you. Couldn't find the link.
Oh dear. I'm glad you found it in the end.
Well, I mean, it took forever. This Eventbrite thing, oh God, it's just difficult.
Oh dear. I noticed that one trick it's got is that it says that we'll get in touch later, and then it puts that getting in touch later at the bottom of the same email.
I don't know, but I was just looking everywhere. My order, the Google Calendar, everywhere, and there was no link to Zoom anywhere. Well, Zoom or whatever platform. Huh. Anyway, I was frustrated.
Glad you made it in the end.
Yeah,
we're working on a Miro board at the moment, so I've just put the link in the chat.
Okay.
And the theme is, how can you destroy trust in a team?
Whoa.
So the post-its going on the orange column on the left, and I'm sure you can guess what's coming next. But feel free to go in and have a look and add post-its if you like. And people are coming back, which means
in 2 seconds.
In 2 seconds,
fantastic. Yeah.
Thank you, Frank.
So you need to sign up for Miro. Yes.
To get in.
Yeah, log in or sign up.
You should have been.
You can also join as a guest, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the intention. Was for you to join as a guest.
That's interesting. I'm trying to figure out. I never used Miro before.
Yeah, you've got to pay to give people guest access, but I did pay, so I'm hoping you've got guest access.
There were some guest IDs in there, so I guess your payment has worked out.
Good. I'm glad of that. I'm very glad. Anyway, what we'd like to hear. You've got some fantastic things up there. We're just commenting. If you want to hear our comments, you can watch the recording in this bizarrely asynchronous world that we're living in. Anyway, what we're interested in was maybe from each team, each room, maybe one thing that stands out as being the ultimate way to destroy trust in a team. Maybe just call out.
Holding information in our room.
Hoarding information.
Withholding.
Withholding.
Withholding information. Thanks, Prem.
Yeah, for our team, more like lack of transparency can trigger to break the trust.
Yeah.
And more like the examples what we had given is trust is like a paper. And once you crumple that one and putting into the previous state, it is very difficult. That's why, I mean, breaking the trust is so easy, but building it back is really tough.
That's a beautiful.
That's why, yeah. That's
Beautiful
one metaphor we had given.
Yeah, thank you, Sipsi.
Yeah.
What else? Those are incredibly powerful ways to break trust, maybe for a different group.
It was Nim's posted the withholding information, and she has given other one as well, which is really very good. It is lack of safe space for voicing opinion.
Yeah. So what could you do to create a lack of space, safe space for voicing opinion?
Shutting down people.
Shutting people down.
Yeah.
Listening, I would say, and asking questions, just giving people space without judgment.
Hang on, we're on the anti-patterns bit.
Yeah.
You will come to that next.
Wait a few minutes.
So what are the most amazing ways to destroy trust? What else did you talk about?
Negative people who can give destructive feedback.
Giving destructive feedback, absolutely. Yeah.
When people gaslight others, manipulate them, that can be dangerous.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. Good, okay, that may be enough of that. Frank, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Roy.
You're the good cop.
Yeah, I'm the good cop now, today. So in the next step, we would like you to collect all the things you can think of to create trust within a team, or to foster trust within a team. And when you look at the Miro board, there will be a green area where you can place the post-its. Yeah. And we will give you also another 4 minutes, and the breakout session will start now. Have fun.
Shall I do that screen sharing thing again?
Yeah, that's cool.
See what's emerging. I'll be interested to see how many are sort of like the opposite of what's on the left.
Yeah.
I mean, some is like, you know, keeping the, do you know what the Las Vegas rule is? That's new one to me.
You don't know the Las Vegas?
I don't know, do you?
Everything that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Ah, okay, yeah.
That's one sentence you often use in retrospectives when you start them. So this is a safe space.
Right.
Information will not leave this room.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm familiar with Chatham House rules, which is that some information, you know, if you quote anything from the meeting, you don't attribute it.
Ah, okay.
That's another, you know, it's a different parameter.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so you could have Las Vegas rules, you can have Chatham House rules.
Yeah.
I love the way these cursors fly around.
Yeah.
You see what people are doing.
Listening.
There's definitely a theme there, isn't there?
Yeah. I think we can relate to that.
I think we can connect, definitely. Yeah. I wonder what building vulnerability is.
Yeah.
How do you build vulnerability and transparency? So, yeah, we've got, actually, maybe we could have been a little bit clearer in setting up what could you do. So what can you do to build?
Trust.
Yeah, team. So I think
I think it's important to use this $5 words instead of the 5,000 words.
Exactly. And actionable things. That's what we're aiming for here.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, the group was a little bit, they weren't quite ready to tell us what their highlights were. So I wonder this time, maybe if we put them back into the groups, once they've had 4 minutes to do this, maybe if we just invite them to spend 2 minutes in the group reflecting, maybe they can just look at the whole board and as a group come up with one highlight. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, well, let's try it. It's an interesting idea.
Cool. And you're happy to do that?
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's 3 minutes already. Great. I will stop the session.
Actually, I'll tell you what, I wonder if they could do it a bit longer.
Now I clicked on stop.
Okay, fine.
Sorry.
So hi, folks on the recording. This is what it's like behind the scenes. You're welcome. It's so weird the way Miro produces these post-its at different sizes for different people, isn't it? One of you know Eleanor from the course. She was saying how she prefers the interface on Mural, and there's free access for consultants. So I'm tempted to give it a go. Here we go, people coming back. So I shall stop the screen share.
So everyone's back. Yes, great. So welcome back. This time we will do it a little bit differently, because we just discussed it would be a good idea if you would just go back into the groups you just worked and check the board and decide within your group which of the topics that are there or the actions that are collected there is your favorite one. Yeah, we give you another 2 minutes within your groups. You check the green area of the Miro board, so the actions to create trust, and decide which one is your favorite one of the collected ones. Okay?
Okay.
So let me just start another breakout.
Yep, that's working. Has the invite come through for you, Beatrice?
I'm sorry?
Has the invite to the breakout room come through for you?
No, I had to step out and come in because my laptop was overheating, so I lost connection. Like everybody was freezing, so I had to come in and out.
I can just assign you to the number 3 if it's okay for you. And
yeah,
breakout
for
session.
sure. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, overheating laptops is more of a
Wow.
problem in a hot country. So, oh, the sun's come out again here. I shouldn't complain about the weather too much.
Yeah. Today it was cloudy the whole day. Now the sun came out the last hour. It's quite hot here in Germany at the moment. 30 degrees.
Wow. Wow.
Hmm.
Nothing like that here. I don't know, maybe 20 if you're lucky. But we had loads of hot weather earlier in the year. So.
Yeah.
It's already been a great summer by British standards. Just hoping we get some good weather over August when people go away.
Yeah, yeah. So we've got 1 minute 30.
Okay. Are they coming back?
I think I will stop the sessions now. Huh?
Yeah, good plan.
So I think the next part is yours.
It is. Yeah. Here's a way.
I will do the debrief now, and then.
Yeah, you do the debrief, and then I'll do the.
And I can set up the sessions as well, the breakout sessions for the next.
Yeah. So this will be groups of 3. Yeah.
Groups of 3. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And maybe we will. Yeah.
Be careful. I think it would be good. You know, you've got quite a few people without cameras.
Mm.
So it might be good to. I'm not even sure if they're interacting.
Okay.
So maybe we can just check. You know, we could say if you're up for the groups of, because this one needs cameras and interaction.
Yeah.
So we could say if you're up for the group, turn your camera on now. If not, then we can hang out with them while the groups are working.
Okay, but how would you do that then? Okay, yeah, that's.
Yeah, just move people within the breakout rooms.
Okay. So, welcome back. We are really excited and would like to know what your decision is. What is the one thing that you would do to create trust? What the one action, your most favorite one?
As usual, any room I am in is divided, so that happened, and we had to go democratic about it. I am not very happy. I like dictatorships, but
yeah.
In the end, somehow we have reached sharing with everybody.
Sharing information with everybody, or okay, thank you. Other ideas, other decisions.
Open, transparent empathy.
Wow. Wow. Open, transparent empathy. Is this one word?
That was our form of democracy to combine the phrases.
Yeah, I thought that was a phrase by committee.
I guess it's one word in German.
Yeah, I think so.
Touché.
Okay, yeah, great. Thank you. Yeah, who's next?
Well, we chose transparency, but after this open, transparent empathy, there's nothing we can
Yeah.
we can add.
There's nothing to add. Then.
Yeah, we're just.
I have one thing to add. I think
Okay.
I was in Omar's group too. I think also transparency, but I would say that there are two faces to that. And actually, there are times where you need to be transparent, and there are times when you need to not be transparent. And it's knowing the difference between those things that's the really important thing.
Yeah, and that's not always easy to decide, right? Yeah. Thank you. So do we have another group, or I'm not sure. Is there anything important?
I can share what we said at the end. So at the end, we said the contracting, clear contracting, so the equality of everyone truly being heard and listened to.
Thank you for that. Great. Okay. Thank you all. And now, Roy.
Over to me.
Yeah.
So I shall get the right slide up. So building on one of the things we were noticing as a bit of a pattern emerging at the top of the green area on the board was listening. And I think another thing, actually, I could have been looking a lot closer at the board, but I noticed that one of the things that was mentioned in terms of a way of destroying trust, in fact, it was the first thing that was mentioned, I think, was it John who said it? Was like, just tell everyone they're bad. So I presume somewhere on the right, we've got something about tell everyone they're good and appreciate what they're doing well. So we happen to have an exercise that involves both of those things. Now we're going to be in groups of 3, and it's a very interactive exercise. So it's important that you're able to actually interact. So if you're able to join in with this exercise, would it be possible to switch your camera on now? Or if you're great, thank you. If you're wanting to interact, I noticed, Omar, you were talking but without video. So
okay, here I am.
Brilliant, thank you. Okay, and I'm guessing Abby and Mariam may not be able to join in with this exercise, but that's okay. So the way this works is we're going to be in threes, and there are 3 roles. So within the 3 of you, one of you will simply be describing a recent project or something else. You know, actually, it doesn't matter. It can be anything. Just something you can talk about for a few minutes. What's nice about choosing a project is you can just tell the story. You don't have to do anything special. And it could be something that went well, could be something that went okay, could be something that went badly. Really doesn't matter. Person B, your job will be to listen for what went well. Even if it's something, even if it was a project that went okay or even badly, still listen for what went well. You know, there's no project that's so bad that there's nothing that was happening that was good. And often it's a surprise to the person talking to discover that there was something that went well, because it seems like it was an unmitigated disaster. So just really carefully listen out for what went well and take some notes, because we'll come back to that later. And person C, the third person, it's similar, but it's listening out for like the individual's qualities, skills, achievements, anything positive about the person as opposed to about the project. And obviously, you know, you're hearing details about the project, so you've kind of got to guess. But, you know, if something, you know, if it was this long, grueling project that went, you know, that continued, then maybe the person has a quality of persistence, for example. You know, lots of different possibilities like that. So we've got these 3 roles. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stop sharing the slide, and instead, because the slides on Zoom don't go with you into the breakouts, so I'm going to put it in the chat instead. So when you get in the breakouts, obviously the first thing is just to describe which role. And given we've got a 90-minute format here, we've only got a chance to do this once round. So it's just one, you know, you just get the chance to be in one role. On our full trainings, obviously, you get to do all 3. So yeah, first of all, just choose, are you going to be A, B, or C? Choose between the 3 of you. And then the next thing will be to describe the project for about 4 minutes. Yeah, we'll bring you back after about 4.5 minutes. So you've got half a minute to choose the roles, 4 minutes to talk. And then when you come back, we'll let you know what the next steps are. Yeah.
Okay, so we've got one group with only 2 people in it.
In which case, whoever is B can also be C.
Yeah,
that's fine. Just listen for things that we get.
Okay, so have fun.
See you in 4.5 minutes. Good. Let's pause the recording. There's no entertaining Miro activity to watch at this point.
I mean.
Okay, welcome back.
So, just curious to know, those of you, first of all, who was A? Just quickly show of hands. So, how did it feel to be listened to in that way? What was the experience of that kind of listening?
I didn't get any feedback. It was like very silent. So I felt scrutinized, observed, evaluated, analyzed.
Okay, that wasn't the intent. Thank you for the feedback. Other people who were being listened to, what was the experience for you of being listened to in that way?
It was a little bit cathartic.
A little bit cathartic. Okay. Just because you had chance just to talk, is that?
Yeah, it is kind of a radio, like I switch on, the entire transmission started, and after the end of 4 minutes, it's done. No interactions between the people, but they were very curious to listen, and their facial expressions I can see. That is what positive side I'm observing with the B-band Beatrice, if I pronounce correctly.
Cool.
It gives a space to share your story, to put all your insights. But I think that it's a one-way street, Sure. I would prefer if, let's say, after a short while, there's a reflection back.
Okay.
Rephrasing stuff. So that's how that bond is created.
Yes, absolutely. And we'll do that in a second, in a very particular way. What I'm guessing is that maybe it was nice, but it was a bit too long. Is that
short?
Short.
Describing a project in 4 minutes.
Okay. So basically, you'd have liked more interaction and more time.
Not just that, even if we didn't interact, our number A, Simpson, number A had to rush through a lot of words.
Okay.
His story was getting interesting. And we had to miss out on vital pieces of information because we were running out of time.
Okay. So these are various artifacts of the exercise, and it's good to know. We can tweak that in some way. John, did you want to say anything about your experience?
It was fine. I think I probably have one-on-one coaching with folks, so I just said something, and it was fine. I just said some stuff and was listened to.
Just coming sense.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So the next bit, building on what you were saying, Svetlana, the next bit is to sorry, screen isn't being shared yet, is it? Affirming. So what we would like you to do is B and C, so the people who are listening, we'd like you just to talk between the two of you about A. But they're positive resources, skills, qualities, achievements, just all the things you were listening out for and making notes on. Just have a chat between the two of you. And A, just listen silently. You don't need to say anything. You might be embarrassed or pleased or happy. That's all okay. you might like to take notes, which can be just a way of distracting yourself from any embarrassment, but also a way of making sure that you get to keep, what's the word? You get to sort of take away and reflect on these positive things that have been observed about you. Because it's, you know, we're often told to reflect on negative feedback, but what about reflecting on positive feedback? What about reflecting on all our strengths and skills? Because that, you know, that gives us so much more confidence in it. Anyway, I'm slightly jumping the gun. This is the exercise. So just talking, just B and C talk about what impressed them about A, and A just listens silently and takes notes. Yeah. And let's say, what, 3 minutes for that? I think that should be enough.
Okay, let's start the breakout rooms. Prem, I need to sign you.
Good.
Okay, I hope I pushed Prem in the right room because it didn't show up in the
Sure.
in the dialogue. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, when someone leaves, then they get reset and they're a new participant. So as long as it was a room with 2 people in.
Yeah, and I restarted the dialogue of breakout sessions, and I expected that Prem would be in it.
No, no, because she left. Yeah. Excuse me, I'm just going to, I need to drop off the call and back on again because I need to change a setting. So you're the host, nothing will go wrong. See you in a moment.
See you.